and we have readies from both players. So let's get this going. The 1 seed on your left side, the 9 seed on your right side.
Well, I hope you all have some popcorn or some chips or something. This is going to be amazing.
Remember, players are now playing through levels 8 to 11, about 160 or so viruses. They're going to have to clear along the way. Things start stacking a little closer and a little higher once we get past level 8. So this is kind of the next progression in the vertical limit of the board.
Bush wants to know what the channel point equivalent to.
A fat log.
Maybe 8888 to get your 2 rows of circles next to each other.
That's I learned this. That's how Japan emotes cheering. A bunch of 8s. So there you go.
Why is that?
I do not know.
Cute. Well, we got ourselves off to a very interesting start here. Leviticus looking for some horizontals early. That's always been a big part of the play that he's shown us when he comes to these matches.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just agreeing. Across there from Leviticus. Leviticus has become one of the most improved players that we saw in 2020. This is, again, his second ever 1 seed, and rightfully so, putting up a monster qualifier of, if my data is correct here, of 649, which is anything above 600 is good. So,
yeah,
really good finish. It's just a 5 virus lead right now. Looking at these boards, Bidwell with a nice tuck double has a relatively clean board. So does Leviticus. The garbage that's present is nothing that's impeding him from clearing. So both players playing phenomenally well so far.
Look how tall Leviticus's board for the number of viruses he has left.
He's got 8 viruses to go, and has something up above row 8 almost. 5 viruses to go for Leviticus, 9 for Bidwell. Bidwell going for drop plays. It looks like he's going to set up for a horizontal double. As Leviticus down to his final virus. Bidwell just trying to clear out some space here, and he's going to not go for the tuck double. Interesting. Oh, I see what he's doing. Great drop combo there. He's down to 6, but at a minute 42, Leviticus out of 6 first. Or 8 first, rather.
Yeah, this is a great board from both players. I think one of the things that Leviticus will be dealing with on this board that he's playing right now is I think that blue is going to be a bottleneck for him because all of his other viruses are lined up in ways that make them sort of efficient to clear together, but the blues are sort of scattered.
Agreed. And Bidwell, now also in 9, actually has caught up to Leviticus. Now it's a tie game, and these players right around on the same time. It looks like Leviticus might be ahead by a second and a half.
And Bidwell in the lead, in fact.
Bidwell taking the lead. A lot of yellow on that top line. That's going to be his big pain point right now. And it looks like Leviticus starting to split his board. And the other interesting thing, Dimwit, is it's a full bottom 2 rows for Leviticus.
It is a full bottom 2 rows. Now, do you think that that's a good thing or? So, I mean, the advantage of that, of course, is that when you're playing near the bottom, it's impossible for things to fall very far.
It's 0 drop plays, but your RNG has to be precise.
Your RNG has to be perfect. Yep.
And if it doesn't cooperate, it could become a nightmare.
That's very true. Yep. Well, let's see whether that happens. It looks like he might be going for reds at the bottom.
Bidwell with the drop.
Like he's very much committed to making that a horizontal thing with all the garbage that he's placed in column 4. And like Bidwell keeping a very clean board. Doesn't have garbage pretty much anywhere.
And with that blue
to help him finish off this last little bit very quickly.
And it's 1 virus, but Leviticus out at 340, but Bidwell out at 342. Oh, these 2 players neck and neck, the 1 versus the 9 seed. Would Bidwell's had a Cinderella story before. Can he have another one? 39 to 42, though. Leviticus really trying to pull away here. But Bidwell not letting him, and Bidwell's going to have a very nice L clear, getting out 3 viruses and taking out all
33.
And just the amount of space that L took up, just to take out a total of 3 viruses, just phenomenal. Opening up more space on the board for other plays.
Requires a little bit of planning, doesn't it?
It does. And Bidwell's probably got some of the best vision in the game. One of the most prominent combo players.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he sets up some pretty nutty stuff. And once again, Leviticus, in the situation where blue is his bottleneck, it just seems to be a blue day for him.
And it does seem that he is rocking a split board right now, which really makes planning difficult. Yeah. Bidwell kind of experiencing clearing out the sides, and now everything's right in the middle, which is just as annoying of a problem to have as splitting your board. So both players working out through pretty quickly, though. It's a 6 virus lead for Leviticus, but a 0 drop there and another 0 drop. Suddenly it's a 2 virus game.
Yeah, wow. Looks like Bidwell has some opportunities to play on just about every virus that he's got. He'd have to make a little bit of a platform to get over to the stuff on the right, but he is clearing that out quickly. And I think if it's me, I'm probably prioritizing the blue on the top right, since it's blocking everything else from happening.
I think that's the play as well.
But looks like he's done that and cleared up his board, but Leviticus is out just a little bit earlier at 550.
And it looks like Bidwell working on getting out of 10, and he'll be out of 10 at a 604. So as far as the virus count goes, it's only 4 viruses. And Leviticus off to a pretty good start, but looks like Bidwell's starting to turn on the jets here on this last level in this first game.
Yeah. Leviticus is running out of yellow. I guess he's opened up. So that's going to be good for him.
Bidwell with a big combo, but has some garbage on his right side he's got to take care of. And it looks like another just getting pill halves that he cannot use, and it's absolutely handcuffing him. He's down to 34 to Leviticus's 31. Leviticus also kind of dealing with the same garbage issue, but a nice cross clear drops some more garbage down and gets it off the board. But right now it's a 1 virus game between these 2 players.
Look how level the top of Leviticus's board was until I started speaking, obviously.
20 viruses to go for Bidwell. He is in the lead right now against Leviticus, the 1 seed. Chris Bidwell looking to be the giant killer once again in the brackets. He is the only player who has taken out a 1 seed in round 2. So anything can happen here. He took Snipe down late last year. Right now it's 15 to 11. Bidwell with a nice tuck drop. And we're seeing why Bidwell's such a strong player and why you can never rule him out. And he goes for the double clear. I don't know if that's the play. It does look like he's going to start focusing on that left side. And he's got 4 viruses to go. But you got to wonder if that garbage plays might be the catalyst here.
Well, the thing that was amazing about that, I think was very good about that horizontal, was it opened up all the other viruses on his board. So even though it made a little bit of garbage, I think it was well worth it.
Well, we're about to see here. It's an 8-12, and it's not going to be enough. Leviticus just sneaks by Bidwell, and it's going to be game 1 Leviticus.
Oh, look at this slew of not red. Oh, that's got to be so painful to play through.
Oh, absolutely heartbreaking. He had it and just went for the double, and the double didn't help him out. Absolutely brutal finish. It'll be 1-0 Leviticus, as he had to come back from a pretty good comeback on Chris Bidwell's part in his own right. Hell of a first game. Let's see how game 2 takes a look.
Whoa. I gotta catch my breath after the end. It really was about who got the last little bit first. They were so close. If you don't get any red, it doesn't matter what the play is. Exactly, Packy. Yep. The game can always win by just giving you the colors you don't need.
Bidwell bouncing up and down, just trying to prepare. He is ready. We're waiting on a ready from the 1 seed, and we have it. Leviticus tried to punch his ticket to semifinal Sunday. He'll face, if he does, he'll face the winner of Packy and Savage Octagon. If he can't close this one out, we go to a game 3, and good starts from both players.
Yeah, this is looking great. Leviticus has an opportunity for some wicked horizontals if he's going to go for them. And it looks like he's planning for it. Oh, yeah. Feels good, man.
Always cathartic, seeing those high difficulty clears, and that's given Leviticus a 7 virus lead here as we get close to the 1 minute mark. Both players really playing pretty well. Not a lot of bad plays on either side.
Oh, definitely.
Bidwell could have tucked that double red. He got 3 in a row. Decided to make the play on the last one. I guess he was waiting for the red yellow to come out. And folks, if you're ever getting a big surge of double reds like that, you'll always get a red yellow afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're prepared for that, you can definitely strategize.
Yeah, Bidwell's having some trouble because all of the first and last column basically.
Yeah.
So that makes it really hard to match up colors in the right way to make progress.
And you're holding out hope for a double blue, but when you're starting to clear other things off the other parts of the board, that hope goes away ever so slightly. As now it's another double red surge for Bidwell. Absolutely brutal. Where were those the last game?
Meanwhile, Leviticus is dealing with just a tiny bit of trash, but it looks like he'll get rid of it and be out of level 8 at about 152.
That's correct. And just as you say that, Bidwell gets what he needs and turns this into a beautiful triple. Suddenly, things looking pretty rosy for Chris as he eclipses the 2 minute mark, has 2 very easy clears just to get out.
Just needs enough blue pills. I like Leviticus's board here. There's basically just about every, so that means it's going to be pretty easy to maintain diversity through the whole play of the board.
Bidwell out at
to be able to do.
Bidwell out at 228, and Leviticus holding a 17 virus lead right now over the 9 seed, as it's a very yellow-red exclusive top line. For Leviticus, he has opened up column 1. He can make a drop play if he wants to, but that's your absolute last resort because that's eating at least a second and a half off the clock.
Yeah, and it looks like he's definitely his trash column, doesn't it?
Yeah, and
Bidwell doesn't really have a trash column. Just everything is working well and smoothly for him right now.
He's going to be approaching a very red-heavy board very soon, and while there's a lot of opportunities to clear it out, in fact, if you get 3 double reds in a row, you could clear it out, double. It doesn't look like that's what Bidwell decides to do. Goes for the triple instead. That drops some garbage on that double yellow, but that's now off the board as well.
Yeah, it's still an incredibly clean board, but it does look like Leviticus is managing to maintain a little bit of a lead, just 1 or 2 viruses.
But it looks like Bidwell's coming back. He's down to 2, Leviticus down to 1, but that double red and another double red, that's going to put Lev out at 355. A very, very strong level 10. Bidwell is having an amazing 9 in his own right. He's out at 403, so these players neck and neck going into the halfway mark.
Yeah, that's a big difference. He caught up a lot there. He was almost a minute behind before, right? And
Bidwell has no blue virus access right now early on in this level 10. Meanwhile, it seems that everything's stacked pretty high, and is going to require some double red off to the right side to really start cracking the board open. And it's an 8 virus lead for Leviticus at the 4-minute 40-second mark. Leviticus really turning on the Jets here. There's 2 levels left between him and the next round.
And it does look pretty easy to maintain this with the board he has.
Yeah.
Everything is sort of lined up with each other and easy to clear in multiple ways. So.
And meanwhile, Bidwell's still having great difficulty getting any sort of access to blue. And that's really been the story of his 10 and the reason Leviticus has been able to open things up.
Yep, definitely.
And a T clear from
Leviticus.
Leviticus.
We get a T here at the bottom. Very efficient clear.
Leviticus has a lot of double clears, and we're really just seeing him absolutely tear through the end of this 10. This is, I think, the fastest level he's had this run. He just needs 3 more blues. Meanwhile, Bidwell's still getting handcuffed, but now it just seems by RNG not a lot of access to red, and anytime he's able to get red, nowhere to really put it. So he does drop for a double, but Leviticus under 6 minutes through is into level 11. He's probably eyeballing a sub 8.
Yeah, this is looking like a great run for Leviticus here.
And Leviticus planning a cross drop here, and he's about to get it. Maybe he's holding out for that double yellow. No, he is trying to keep something going on the right side of that board. This is the play. Great drop. Everything set up beautifully, and 29 viruses to go. Leviticus chomping his way through level 11.
Gave himself a lot of opportunities to get the pills that he needed there. And I like this clear that goes underneath to make the blue at the top useful, that Leviticus just did. Meanwhile, Bidwell just still struggling through the last little bit. It's been a story of having different virus colors than the pills that are available.
An absolutely brutal 10 for Chris Bidwell. I think he's just playing to hope not to get lapped at this point. And it looks like he's going to be out of 10. But barring a catastrophe, Leviticus looks to be punching his ticket to semifinal Sunday as he's down to his final 2 viruses, and he will be out at a ridiculous time, 7 minutes and 24 seconds.
Wow.
Which is a hot time. It is now the 4th best round 2 time of all time, beating Leviticus back in January where he got 7:34. So Leviticus beating himself to get him on the leaderboard at 7 minutes and 24 seconds. And Leviticus takes care of Chris Bidwell 2 games to none.
Oh, that was a great match.